Esofia, a village near Tanoso, is known for producing cocoa and pepper. A visit to the village reveals a deplorable road network, poses a major challenge to farmers and daily commuters. Its current state not only prolongs travel time, but also makes commuting extremely uncomfortable.
When it rains, somewhere, some place may be flooded. You can't even take this small motorbike unless you take a boboya. That the tricycle that helps us, and so that we take our goods to the Tanoso town.
Whenever it's time for harvest, it becomes a challenge for us. Cars do not come here, only motor. And even with them, there are days they can decide not to go because of the nature of the road. Sarah Fosia, a new mother, narrated the ordeal she had to go through frequenting the deplorable route to access antenatal care during her pregnancy.
By
the time you return from your journey, you would have developed body aches. And the road is also far, you can't walk, so you'd have no other choice than to use the motorbikes. Because if I decide to opt for a tricycle, the experience is still the same. Even while in labor, I still had to use the motorbike. And even after birth, you will still have to sit on the motorbike to your home. As of 2021 population and housing census, only 74.4% of rural households in Ghana have access to basic drinking water. In Esofia, the situation is dire. The community also lack potable water, forcing residents to rely on a single stream shared with animals, exposing them to serious health risks.
When you come here, that source of water is the only source of water the whole community depends on for their washing, for drinking, for cooking.
It also costs us a lot of harm, yeah, because we are using it with these animals, so we will not be happy of using it with these animals.
Animals are always parading there, and even if you go to fetch water and someone is fetching, you would have to wait for the person to finish before you can fetch. The water is not attractive for drinking, but because we have no other source of water, we have no choice but to depend on it. Whenever it rains, the dirt settles in the water, is unattractive and unhygienic, but because we have no other choice, we would have to use it like that. Residents appeal to government and relevant stakeholders to intervene and address their plight.
We want the government to come into our aid. As I've earlier said, the road is in a bad shape. We want it to come into good shape.
We would really plead with the government to come to our aid and solve these basic needs for the community.